Hey everyone, welcome. On this channel, we're going to get into an advanced look at the story Disastrous Necromancer. Come with me as we unravel the journey of Lin Moyu, from his beginnings to him becoming a force to be reckoned with in a mysterious new world. If this story sounds like something you'll enjoy, please like, share, and comment. Your support helps us keep providing these in-depth looks into the world of Disastrous Necromancer. Now let's continue.
The bodies left behind by the Starfire clan after death are not true physical entities. Although visible, they exist between reality and illusion, and what is seen is not what is obtained. Lin Moyu removed all defenses and reached out to touch the flames, feeling no temperature at all. He tried to envelop the flames with the bone hell, but the flames did not cause any substantial damage to the bone hell, nor could the bone hell lock them in. The previous white star, when it exploded, the mark disappeared, and the soul also lost its lock. Lin Moyu tried to use the explosive luck technique, but without a lock, the technique was unusable. The star is indestructible, the starfire is eternal. It seems it's not just a slogan. I wonder how they were killed in ancient times. From billions of clan members to less than 100,000 now. 99% of them died. If they were truly unkillable, how did those Starfire clan members die? Lin Moyu was 100% sure that the Starfire clan was not truly unkillable. He just didn't have the ability to kill them at the moment. In other words, he hadn't found the method to truly kill them yet. What puzzled him was why, in ancient times, they left behind these 100,000 Starfire clan members and sealed this space. The fact that the Starfire clan was reduced from billions to less than 100,000 indicated that the humans at that time definitely had the ability to exterminate the Starfire clan. But why did they spare them and leave them behind? What was the reason behind this? Lin Moyu changed his perspective and stopped thinking about how to kill the Starfire clan. Instead, he pondered the reason for leaving the Starfire clan behind in ancient times. He summarized all the information he knew about the Starfire clan and re-examined the information recorded on the stone tablet. Lin Moyu finally discovered a clue. The stone tablet mentioned that the Destiny Heavenly Sovereign saw a future fragment from the River of Destiny, indicating that someone would enter this place. Lin Moyu believed that the Destiny Heavenly Sovereign did not just see some future fragments here but possibly saw more of the future. Lin Moyu had reason to suspect that it was based on the future scenes seen by the Destiny Heavenly Sovereign that the mysterious master made various arrangements, leaving some residual power of the Starfire clan, waiting for his arrival. Lin Moyu thought of the events in the Soul Spirit worship and the things left behind by the Saint Rune Heavenly Sovereign. It seemed that those Heavenly Sovereigns also made some arrangements for the future. Moreover, this stone tablet was obviously erected after the war. There should be something left here. Lin Moyu's heart moved, and the skeleton generals immediately dispersed, starting to search this world. Lin Moyu always held great respect for the mysterious master of ancient times. From the information currently known, the mysterious master held a very high status, seemingly even higher than the heavenly sovereigns. Moreover, under his command, there was a terrifyingly powerful army, which had many similarities with his own undead army. Lin Moyu even suspected that the profession he awakened to might be a legacy from that mysterious master. Heavenly sovereigns could leave this world and leave behind legacies, so there was no reason the mysterious master couldn't do the same. The more he thought about it, the more curious Lin Moyu became. Billions of skeleton generals conducted a carpet search of this world, not missing a single clue. In the warship, Qing Fei and Shui Jilon didn't know what Lin Moyu was doing. However, they were sensible enough not to ask since Lin Moyu didn't say anything. Because of Lin Moyu's arrival, they were saved. Looking at the dozen or so survivors in the warship, all unconscious, their lives were saved, but whether they would wake up was still unknown. Compared to them, they were already considered lucky, so there was nothing more to ask for. In the recent battle, they narrowly escaped death again, their luck already at its peak, and they wouldn't ask for more now. Lin Moyu disappeared from their sight, not knowing where he went. They didn't know where Lin Moyu went, but it didn't matter. As long as the skeletons were there, Lin Moyu was still there. Lin Moyu randomly chose a direction and moved rapidly. With the blessing of the three light talisman, his speed was astonishing. He wanted to see how big this world was. The flames were left behind, disappearing from sight in an instant. The distance was too far, and the firelight couldn't reach, making the surroundings dark and cold again. The Starfire clan's world was larger than Lin Moyu expected, bigger than any secret realm he had experienced. Apparently, after plundering the essence of the Starfire realm, they still left a vast living space for them. Lin Moyu traveled over 1 trillion kilometers and finally reached the edge of the Starfire realm. A powerful invisible barrier blocked Lin Moyu's path, This was the world barrier, also known as the world wall, extremely sturdy and difficult to break even for a saint sovereign. Only those who had walked the path of the gods, the supremes, had the ability to break the world barrier, and even then, only the powerful supremes could do it. Lin Moyu touched the world wall. This was once a real world like the Great World, not a small world. But they were not as strong as the Great World and were eventually plundered and annexed by the Great World. However, the humans still gave them enough space to live freely. At the same time, the Great World also protected them from being annexed by other worlds. Who was right or wrong, whether it was kindness or hatred, was unclear. As a member of the Great World, Lin Moyu wouldn't distinguish right from wrong. What he had to do was protect the Great World, which was the most correct thing for him. What is outside? Lin Moyu muttered to himself, pressing his hand against the world wall, trying to sense the outside world. The wall was not transparent, so he couldn't see with his eyes. However, with his extremely sensitive soul, Lin Moyu still sensed something. The world wall seemed to be constantly vibrating, as if something was hitting it. This impact was continuous, and the world wall kept shaking. Apart from this, Lin Moyu couldn't sense much more. With just this information, he couldn't judge more, so Lin Moyu had to let it go. Then he used another 3-light talisman and headed in another direction. He measured the starry sky with his steps, drawing the outline of the Starfire realm. Gradually, the size and scale of the Starfire realm took shape in Lin Moyu's mind. The Starfire realm was circular, with a diameter of about 2 trillion kilometers. Compared to secret realms, the Starfire realm was much larger. Even with 1 billion skeleton generals, it wasn't enough to cover this world. Although Lin Moyu was not in a hurry, he didn't want to waste too much time. He released all the skeleton generals, a total of 5 billion, to search together. Finally, the skeleton generals made a discovery. In the Starfire realm, besides a white star and nearly 100,000 stars, there were also some planets. These planets looked no different from ordinary planets, and according to the information on the stone tablet, the Starfire clan members who hadn't become stars were in the form of planets. So Lin Moyu initially ignored them. When the skeleton generals had explored most of the Starfire realm, a map formed in his mind. Lin Moyu suddenly discovered that the positions of these planets formed a rune. The planets, originally shrouded by numerous stars, seemed to be in a chaotic and irregular position. Lin Moyu did not notice this at first. Now that the map of the Starfire realm was basically constructed and the stars had disappeared, Lin Moyu discovered that these planets actually formed a rune. It was not an ancient rune, just an ordinary one. Using his knowledge of runes, Lin Moyu quickly analyzed the nature of this rune. It was a directional rune, with a very simple function: to guide the way. To know exactly where it pointed, the rune needed to be activated. Lin Moyu approached a planet, which was the starting point of the entire rune. He injected his soul power into it, and the planet immediately lit up, shining brightly in the starry sky. Indeed. Lin Moyu smiled, his judgment was correct, this was indeed a rune. As he continued to inject soul power, the planet was fully activated, and then it extended outward, creating a bright band of starlight in the starry sky, connecting to the second planet. The second planet was also activated, and it continued to extend outward. The whole process was like an invisible hand drawing a rune in the starry sky. Lin Moyu continued to inject soul power, connecting these planets together. At the same time, a smile appeared in his eyes as he began to understand the arrangement of the mysterious master. The Destiny Heavenly Sovereign had foreseen his arrival through the River of Destiny. The mysterious master had planted a seal and a curse, greatly reducing the power of the Starfire clan but still retaining some of their combat strength. If someone accidentally entered here, they would be killed by the Starfire clan. To kill all the Starfire clan here, one would need at least the strength of the Other Shore realm. If not at the Other Shore realm, one would need an endless army like his own to achieve it. To discover the rune formed by the planets, one needed to view it from a macro perspective. Activating the rune also required strong soul power, which an ordinary god sovereign could not achieve. It also required the strength of the Other Shore realm. Lin Moyu felt a chill in his heart, realizing the terrifying nature of the mysterious master. All the arrangements were interconnected. It seemed as if they were prepared specifically for him, others entering would be of no use. This is a terrifying existence. Lin Moyu's respect for the mysterious master deepened. To be able to plan to such an extent felt like it had surpassed the level of a heavenly sovereign. Let's see what you have left behind. One by one, the planets were activated, and 100 planets were connected in a specific order, gradually forming a huge rune. It used the starry sky as its canvas and soul power as its ink, shining brightly in the starry sky. The moment the rune was formed, a bright white light shot out, turning into a starlight avenue. Lin Moyu stepped into it, and a powerful force surged from the starlight avenue, pushing him forward. Lin Moyu did not resist and went with the flow. The starlight avenue penetrated the surface space and gradually descended. As Lin Moyu was in the starlight avenue, he also descended. He entered the deep space and realized he had underestimated this rune. This rune could actually take him into deep space, proving it was not just a simple directional rune. Then he realized something was wrong. No, the rune is not wrong, it is indeed a directional rune. The one breaking through space is not the rune but the power left in the rune, the power of the mysterious master. This power is very peculiar. I didn't even notice it. Lin Moyu was slightly shocked. The mysterious master had obviously hidden power in the rune, and even he could not detect it. This showed how terrifyingly powerful the mysterious master was. Lin Moyu found himself accelerating, and with his sense of space, he knew he was about to reach the edge of the world. The Starlight Avenue finally reached its end, which was the world barrier. Deep space was not as quiet as the starry sky. Countless streams of light flew around, reflecting seemingly chaotic colors. The originally invisible world barrier was also illuminated by the streams of light. The world barrier reflected myriad colors like glass, looking extremely dreamy. At the end of the Starlight Avenue, under the world barrier, floated a light cluster. No matter how deep space changed or how chaotic it became, it could not affect this light cluster. Lin Moyu had a feeling that although this light cluster seemed to be in deep space, it was not really there. There was a strong sense of disconnection between the two. The streams of light in deep space passed through the light cluster without any obstruction. Between reality and illusion. I understand, so that's how it is. Lin Moyu realized that this must be the work of the mysterious master. He placed what he left behind between reality and illusion, so it was not affected by the outside world. This method reminded Lin Moyu of the Starfire of the Starfire clan. It was also between reality and illusion, unaffected by the outside world. Seeing this, Lin Moyu suddenly understood how to completely kill the Starfire clan. One must use the power of illusion to kill them. Knowing was one thing, but he did not yet have the ability to do it. In the light cluster, there were 2 boxes and a pearl. Lin Moyu had seen such boxes before. They were sealed with ancient runes. Moreover, each box's sealing rune was the same, but the method to open them was different. The key was the pearl. In ancient times, pearls were widely used to record inheritances and information. Lin Moyu wanted to know what information the mysterious master had left in the pearl. It should be some kind of inheritance. The inheritance of a heavenly sovereign could not be carried by an ordinary pearl. Just like the jade plates used today, ancient pearls also had different levels. The inheritance of the mysterious master could not be carried by such a level of pearl. If it was truly an inheritance, it would at least require a pearl like the one left in the Cloud Mist sect. Lin Moyu tried to touch the light cluster, and surprisingly, his hand passed through without any obstruction and touched the box. The light cluster was between reality and illusion, and Lin Moyu did not know how the mysterious master achieved this, making it real when he wanted and illusory when he wanted. That level of power was still beyond his understanding. He smoothly took the 2 ancient boxes from the light cluster and put them directly into his storage space without even looking at them. After all, he couldn't open them now, so looking at them was pointless. It was better not to see them and avoid the frustration. In the storage space, 4 boxes lay quietly, one of which was already opened, and 3 were still unopened. Finally, Lin Moyu touched the pearl, and the light cluster suddenly expanded, enveloping Lin Moyu. The pearl emitted a brilliant light, and within the light, a huge throne appeared. The throne was shrouded in thick fog, making it look hazy and indistinct. Lin Moyu instinctively felt that this throne was extremely exquisite and precious. On the throne, behind the thick fog, there seemed to be a figure. Then, a voice came out, "You have finally arrived." The voice was calm and indifferent, and it was impossible to tell whether it was male or female through the fog. Hearing the voice, Lin Moyu's heart skipped a beat. The words, "You have finally arrived," caused a storm in Lin Moyu's heart. Obviously, this mysterious master knew he would come and had been waiting for him. Lin Moyu did not feel any residual soul in the pearl, which meant that what was recorded in the pearl was merely an image from the past. However, Lin Moyu could only speculate and could not be completely sure. After all, the methods of this mysterious master were too advanced, and perhaps he had used means that Lin Moyu could not understand to leave a trace of his consciousness. The mysterious master's voice sounded again. You don't need to guess, I did not leave my soul behind. Lin Moyu's heart skipped a beat. The other party could even guess what he was thinking, making him even more in awe of this mysterious master. Such a mysterious existence made him feel a sense of reverence. Lin Moyu did not speak. If this was just an image, speaking would be meaningless. There could be no question and answer dialogue between them. The other party just wanted to show him something, and he only needed to listen. The mysterious master's voice came through the thick fog again. You don't need to speak, just listen and watch. Lin Moyu felt a bit speechless. Did it have to be like this? This made him feel a bit foolish, as if everything he thought was being guessed, which was not fun at all. The pearl burst into a more intense light, the light cluster becoming increasingly bright, blocking the myriad streams of light in the deep space. Everything became unreal, and the mysterious master appeared even more mysterious. The mysterious master's voice sounded again. I know you want to repair the path of the gods, but I must tell you, the path of the gods cannot be repaired. Another sentence that completely overturned Lin Moyu's worldview. Lin Moyu was utterly shocked, his heart truly in turmoil. This mysterious master actually told him that the path of the gods could not be repaired. Lin Moyu roared in his heart. This is impossible. Since ancient times, generations of human saint sovereigns have been striving to repair the path of the gods. Not only humans, but saint sovereigns of other races were also doing the same thing. A supreme once told him that the path of the gods could be rebuilt. But he had to believe the words of the mysterious master. Lin Moyu wanted to refute, but the other party was just an image, and his refutation had nowhere to go. The mysterious master continued, you don't need to think about refuting me. In the great world, my words are the truth. The path of the gods cannot be repaired, it can only be rebuilt. Lin Moyu was suddenly shocked. The path of the gods cannot be repaired, but it can be rebuilt? His ears perked up, listening carefully. If he guessed correctly, the mysterious master would tell him how to build a new path of the gods. Yes, Lin Moyu guessed right. The mysterious master indeed told him how to build a new path of the gods. Repairing the path of the gods was a dead end, completely unworkable. Building a new path of the gods, although extremely difficult, at least had a glimmer of hope. After speaking, the pearl shattered, and the image of the mysterious master disappeared. At this moment, the Starlight Avenue vanished, and Lin Moyu left the deep space, returning to the surface space. Lin Moyu's gaze was slightly somber, and his whole being exuded a depressing aura. Previously, his goal was to repair the path of the gods, but now, this goal was completely overturned. Now he had a new goal. He kept thinking about the method left by the mysterious master, his fist slightly clenched. All right, no matter how difficult it is, I have to do it. Only by building a new path of the gods and achieving supreme can I have the chance to access the runes of the great world. Lin Moyu established a new belief in his heart. He thought it through, and now it was better than before. Previously, he wanted to repair the path of the gods, but he didn't even know how to repair it. Now, although it was clear that the path of the gods could not be repaired, at least he knew the complete method to build a new path of the gods. In fact, compared to before, it was a step forward. The slight disappointment in Lin Moyu's eyes was replaced by greater hope, and the oppressive aura gradually disappeared. The change in thoughts was so peculiar. When something one always wanted to do was shattered, it would cause great disappointment, frustration, helplessness, and even collapse. But at this time, when something new appeared, and it was more hopeful than before, the mood could quickly rise from the low point and move towards a new goal. Lin Moyu re-established his goal amidst the ups and downs. This extremely mysterious existence had arranged everything here for two purposes. One was to tell Lin Moyu that the path of the gods could not be repaired, only rebuilt. This was very important to Lin Moyu, preventing him from going down the wrong path. The second thing was the real opportunity left for Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu glanced around the Starfire realm and said in a low voice, from now on, there will be no Starfire realm, and no more Starfire clan. His voice was extremely calm, yet filled with killing intent. His figure disappeared in the starry sky, and at the same time, all the skeleton generals also disappeared collectively. In the warship, Qing Fei and Shui Jilan saw the skeleton generals suddenly disappear, and inexplicably, they both felt a bit nervous. Without the protection of the skeleton generals, they suddenly lost their sense of security and were a bit worried about Lin Moyu. Shui Jilan said with concern, Brother Lin won't be in trouble, right? Qing Fei shook her head, he should be fine. With his strength, it's impossible for him to be in trouble. Although she didn't know the extent of Lin Moyu's strength, she felt that Lin Moyu wouldn't be in danger. Although she had confidence in Lin Moyu, there was still a bit of worry in Qing Fei's eyes. It wasn't until a few minutes later, when Lin Moyu appeared outside the warship, that this worry disappeared. Shui Jilon said with joy, "Brother Lin, you're all right, that's great." Lin Moyu smiled slightly, "Of course I'm fine. Now that things are settled here, we should leave." Cheng Fei asked, "Brother Lin, have you found the exit?" Lin Moyu nodded, "Yes, I found it." The warship moved slowly in the starry sky. Although it was severely damaged, basic flight was still possible. Lin Moyu piloted the warship to a cluster of starfire. The crimson flames burned fiercely, and in the center of the flames, there was a cluster of pure white flames. This cluster of starfire left by the white star was the most special among all the starfire. Lin Moyu guessed correctly, the mysterious master had the ability to kill the Starfire clan, and these people were left intentionally. Back then, the mysterious master not only used seals and curses but also left a backup plan. Compared to the seals and curses, this backup plan was the real ultimate weapon. It determined the life and death of the entire Starfire clan and the survival of the Starfire realm. And this backup plan required Lin Moyu to kill the White Star and obtain the image left by the mysterious master to get the correct usage method. Lin Moyu used his finger as a pen and his soul as ink, drawing a rune in the starry sky. The rune glowed faintly and flew into the starfire, drilling into the center of the white flame. The entire starfire roared, expanding instantly, engulfing the entire starfire realm in an instant. The starfire realm turned into a sea of fire, but strangely, Lin Moyu and the others stood in the flames, unharmed. Cheng Fei and Shui Jilon were shocked, unable to comprehend this transformation between reality and illusion. Lin Moyu understood better than them, able to see through some of it. The starfire was illusory, so it naturally couldn't burn them. In the sea of fire, the starfire formed by the Starfire clan members exploded one after another, joining the flames. The flames became even more intense, and the entire Starfire realm roared and trembled. The Starfire realm began to shrink rapidly, far exceeding the speed of light. This is the mysterious master's backup plan, refining the Starfire realm. Lin Moyu thought to himself, knowing what was happening but still feeling shocked. The mysterious master used the original fire of the Starfire clan to refine the entire Starfire realm. The method was unparalleled, as if the Starfire realm was a toy in his hands, to be manipulated at will. The Starfire realm, originally the home of the Starfire clan, was now being refined using their own flames. It was like playing with fire and burning oneself, not only killing themselves but also burning their home to ashes. The whole process was brutally cruel. From now on, the Starfire realm would be completely extinct. Shui Jilon suddenly trembled, her face turning pale. "Brother Lin, did you hear the screams?" Cheng Fei's expression was also strange. "I hear many people screaming." Lin Moyu naturally heard it too. It was the screams of the Starfire clan, coming from their souls, chilling to the bone. The screams were filled with resentment, but there was no way to vent it. After all, they were killed by their own flames, akin to suicide. If they had to blame someone, they could only blame themselves. Lin Moyu said, "It's okay. If you don't want to hear it, you can seal your souls. But listening is also good. Hearing the sound of souls can enhance the endurance of your own soul. Everything has its pros and cons. Although the soul's screams were unpleasant, listening to them could indeed enhance the soul's endurance." The two understood this and endured the discomfort to continue listening to the screams. The screams continued for a while and then gradually weakened. The refining was nearing its end, and the entire Starfire realm was collapsing at an astonishing speed. The collapse speed far exceeded the speed of light, and the entire world was shrinking. In just half an hour, the Starfire realm completely collapsed, shrinking into a crystal the size of a fist, which fell into Lin Moyu's hand. The world changed, and the aura of the Great World rushed in. They had left the Starfire realm and returned to the Great World. Lin Moyu looked at the world crystal in his hand, a gift from the mysterious master, the essence refined from a world. Its function was simple. It could help Lin Moyu construct a rule world. To advance from the other shore to the Saint Sovereign, one needs to construct a rule world. The strength of the rule world largely determines the strength of the Saint Sovereign. Among Saint Sovereigns, there are vast differences in strength. For example, the combat power of the Heavenly Saint Sovereign far surpasses that of the Killing Saint Sovereign. Among Saint Sovereigns, besides the strength of their law comprehension, the rule world is also crucial. The world crystal, condensed from the essence of the Starfire realm, could help Lin Moyu construct a perfect rule world. In the mysterious master's words, rule worlds are divided into 3 levels: trash, ordinary, and perfect. According to him, most Saint Sovereigns' rule worlds are trash. Such Saint Sovereigns have little chance of advancing to supreme after completing the path of the gods. He was referring to the ancient times when saint sovereigns were everywhere. However, now, Lin Moyu thought that there might not be any perfect saint sovereigns. Even the rule world of the heavenly saint sovereign was just ordinary. One could imagine how high the mysterious master's standards were. Lin Moyu placed the world crystal into his soul, and the branches of the world tree wrapped around it. With a movement of his soul power, he activated the world crystal. Although Lin Moyu had not yet become a saint sovereign, he already had the embryonic form of a rule world. Using the world crystal early could make the formation of the rule world more perfect, helping to construct a perfect rule world. Lin Moyu knew very well that the world crystal was just an aid. To truly construct a perfect rule world, he needed his own efforts. Only by doing everything perfectly could the rule world be perfect. Everything is interconnected. Any deficiency would prevent perfection. Thus, the matter of the Starfire realm was truly resolved, but Lin Moyu had a strange feeling. It seemed like he had become a pawn, and entering the Starfire realm was not accidental but inevitable. It could only be said that the mysterious master was too terrifying, calculating even 1,000,000 years into the future. The River of Destiny. If you can see the River of Destiny, could there be more arrangements? Why, after seeing the River of Destiny, would you let the great world reach its current state? Is there a force even you cannot resist? Lin Moyu sighed and suppressed all his thoughts deep in his heart. This was not something he needed to consider now. What he truly needed to do now was to build a new path of the gods and then walk it. He couldn't see the distant future, he could only take one step at a time. Compared to endless calculations, Lin Moyu preferred to live in the present. Just like now, it was time for them to go back. Lin Moyu identified the direction and found that they had already left the human star domain. Fortunately, they had not left the domain world and could still find their way back. Based on the position of distant stars, Lin Moyu found their location on the star map. His expression became strange. They were in the territory of the Copper Lizard clan. Lin Moyu said, "I have good news and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?" Cheng Fei and Shui Jilong looked at each other and said in unison, "The bad news first." Lin Moyu nodded, "All right, I'll tell you the good news first. We are back in the Great World, and I have found our location and the way back." The two were speechless. They had asked for the bad news first. Cheng Fei asked, "What's the bad news then?" Lin Moyu said, "The bad news is, we are now in the heart of the Copper Lizard clan's star domain, and my warship has lost its deep space navigation capability." Their faces changed drastically. Shui Jilong turned pale and exclaimed, "The Copper Lizard clan." Cheng Fei's face was also grim, gritting her teeth, "That's really bad news. The Copper Lizard clan and the human race have a blood feud. They were once invaders of the human race. Later, Xiao Zhanshan counterattacked, killing them to the point of collapse, and their original homeland was destroyed by the human race. The nearly extinct Copper Lizard clan fled into space and finally found a place to resettle. Now they have become strong again, but not as strong as before. They are not considered a strong clan but are stronger than small clans. The Copper Lizard clan is more low-key compared to strong clans like the Demons and Golden Eagles, and conflicts with the human race are occasional but not frequent. However, the blood feud with the human race remains. If they catch the opportunity, they will not let it go. Especially now that they are in the heart of the Copper Lizard clan's territory, the Copper Lizard clan will not let them go easily. Lin Moyu thought about the information he had on the Copper Lizard clan and said, "There seems to be more bad news." "More bad news?" Shui Jilong said, "Brother Lin, don't joke around. Just tell us." Lin Moyu said, "The Copper Lizard clan seems to have allied with the Pegasus clan. We might have to face not only the Copper Lizard clan." Cheng Fei and Shui Jilong were at too low a level to understand the grand scheme of things. Lin Moyu, however, knew that ever since the human race had taken several actions, other races had been on high alert, fearing that the humans might target them. After all, almost every race had been involved in that incident back then. The humans could target any race, and based on the fate of the 3 annihilated races and the 3 silver races, it could be inferred that the humans were ruthless. Even the Demon race and the Golden Eagle race had announced an alliance, and only by joining forces did they feel confident in dealing with the humans. Weaker races had even less to say. The Copper Lizard clan and the Pegasus clan had formed an alliance and were looking for other races to form a larger group. Only in this way could they possibly resist the humans. This time, Lin Moyu was deep in the territory of the Copper Lizard clan, and it would not be easy to fight his way out. "Let's go first and see how the Copper Lizard clan reacts," Lin Moyu said, controlling the warship to fly towards the human star domain. The warship was damaged and could not enter deep space, but it could still traverse the surface space at a decent speed. If Cheng Fei and the others were not present, Lin Moyu could have used the 3-light talisman to return to the human domain in a short time. The warship sailed through the starry sky, passing by one star system after another. The entire starry sky seemed very quiet, and they did not encounter any Copper Lizard clan members. However, Lin Moyu knew that things were not that simple. The Copper Lizard clan was not a strong race, but they were not weak either. They had a basic defense system, and it was likely that they had already been discovered, but the Copper Lizard clan had not yet made a move. It would take at least 10 days to half a month to leave the Copper Lizard clan's territory, and the Copper Lizard clan was probably not in a hurry. Lin Moyu estimated that the Copper Lizard clan was discussing how to deal with him. The one at the other shore realm probably won't make a move, at most sending some god sovereigns. But if a fight breaks out, it might not be a bad thing. With the intelligence capabilities of the human race, as long as there is some commotion here, the Saint Sovereigns will definitely know. Lin Moyu was not worried, he had confidence in his own strength. Even if someone at the other shore realm wanted to kill him, it would not be an easy task. If a fight broke out, who would live and who would die was uncertain. During this half-day, Lin Moyu treated the dozen or so unconscious people. Unfortunately, their soul injuries were too severe. Although the power of life had miraculous effects on healing souls, it still required time. Lin Moyu could feel their souls recovering, but it would take some time for them to truly wake up. At the same time, Lin Moyu also felt the changes in his own soul world. The world crystal was wrapped by the world tree, emitting a faint light and continuously releasing magical energy. This energy was absorbed by the world tree, refined layer by layer, and then sent into the soul world. In just half a day, Lin Moyu felt that his soul world seemed to have become more stable. The change was slow, but his soul was sensitive enough to notice it. The world crystal contained the essence of the star fire realm, with extremely powerful energy, more than enough to construct a rule world. And now, Lin Moyu was using only a billionth of it, far from its true potential. The soul looked at the world tree. You seem to have benefited a lot too. The soul felt that not only had the soul world become stronger, but even the world tree had grown stronger during the refining process. The world tree swayed gently, looking very happy. It had indeed benefited. The energy in the world crystal was very helpful for its growth. Lin Moyu had not forgotten that the world tree was still in its infancy, like a child among humans, needing a lot of nourishment to grow strong. The world crystal was the best nourishment. Absorb as much as you can and grow up quickly. The soul reached out a small hand and gently patted the world tree. The world tree seemed even happier, its drooping branches gently caressing Lin Moyu, showing great affection. Lin Moyu's soul began to draw runes, specifically the rune to activate the starfire. This rune was very peculiar. Lin Moyu felt that it was not a high-level rune, but it was higher than ordinary runes. But it was not an ancient rune, not as complex as ancient runes. If it were an ancient rune, Lin Moyu knew that with his current ability, he would not be able to draw it. In the words of the mysterious master, this rune was called the world-burning rune. The world-burning rune could ignite the world-burning fire, burning the world and refining it into a world crystal. The world-burning fire left in the Star Fire clan by the mysterious master was activated by Lin Moyu using the world-burning rune. But that was the power of the mysterious master, not Lin Moyu's own. To refine the world-burning fire, you must first condense the fire seed and then continuously nourish it with soul power until it takes shape. And to condense the fire seed, you need to perfect the world-burning rune. The soul repeatedly drew the world-burning rune, and each time it formed, it quickly collapsed, unable to condense the fire seed. Condensing the fire seed was not easy. Each time Lin Moyu drew the world-burning rune, it was not perfect. But Lin Moyu was not in a hurry, he had patience. If he failed, he would try again, and it was no big deal. Drawing the world-burning rune consumed a lot of soul power, but with the world tree, the consumption of soul power was not a problem. Lin Moyu had a unique advantage, and he believed that it would not take long for him to condense the world-burning fire seed. When the world-burning fire seed was nourished into the world-burning fire, he could refine worlds. Of course, it would not be a powerful world like the Great World. Lin Moyu thought of the Tulu realm and the Soul Spirit realm. The people of these worlds were already dead, leaving behind broken worlds. Refining them could also yield world crystals, which would be good nourishment for the world tree. The soul continued to draw the world-burning rune, while Lin Moyu himself chatted with Qing Fei and Shui Jilon. Since the 4-star domain competition, they had not met again. If it were not for Chu Shang and Zhuang Bai seeking help this time, they did not know how long it would be before they met again. Cultivators were like this. Once they embarked on the path, it was normal not to see each other for hundreds or thousands of years. Cheng Fei and Shui Jilin talked about what had happened since they parted ways. They each returned to their star domains and then entered the Divine City together a few years later. The four of them continuously completed tasks in the outer regions of the Divine City, accumulating Divine City merits. Although they had not yet broken through to God Sovereign, their foundations were becoming increasingly solid. They were not in a hurry, they understood the principle of accumulating strength for a breakthrough. Now, they were only half a step away from God Sovereign, and it would not take more than a year or two to break through. Lin Moyu used the explosive luck technique to check their luck. He found that their luck was quite good, with values around 80, indicating great fortune. Indeed, they had turned misfortune into fortune, entering the Starfire realm by mistake and returning safely. After a day of flying, the warship slowly came to a stop. It's a bit slower than I expected, but they finally arrived. Lin Moyu's voice was calm, without any waves. About 1,000,000 kilometers away from the warship, an army appeared. The Copper Lizard Clan's army was arrayed in formation, ready to attack. After the warship stopped, the Copper Lizard Clan's army appeared from all directions, surrounding the warship. The Copper Lizard Clan's army surrounded Lin Moyu's warship, and killing intent filled the starry sky. The army was not small, numbering 100,000. 100,000 troops surrounding a single warship seemed like overkill. But it also showed how much they valued the humans. Cheng Fei and Shui Jilin did not show any signs of nervousness. Shui Jilin said, "We'll have to trouble Brother Lin again." Lin Moyu smiled, "No problem." Then his voice transmitted out of the warship, "I give you two choices, let us leave, or I will kill you."